Hello there, welcome to Non-Film Flicks. We have for you some of the top trending stories from Nigeria, but before we head into the details, let's first look at the headlines. Angry Jusun Passon officials stage walkout. Ezekwesili tells Buhari monitor situation in Chad. FG challenges UK on asylum to IPOB members. Fire guts INEC data center in Kano. Senate in debate over livestock control bill. DPR rallies stakeholders to boost gas supply. Senate confirms Usman as MPC commissioner. Senate seeks liberal policies to encourage local investors. Wike demands Pantami'S resignation. Fleeing Nigerian inmates arrested in Ghana. Police repel Katsina bandits, recover stolen items. Bird flu hits animal farms in Katsina state. Heavy shooting in Ebonyi state, 2 killed in boundary dispute. Mogalu urges the youth to join politics. Lawan urges government arms to unite for stability. And now to the news in full. I am Valerie Aligbe. The meeting between the officials of the Judiciary Staff Union of Nigeria, JUSN, and the Parliamentary Staff Association of Nigeria, PASSN, as well as the federal government, ended on a sour note as the workers walked out on the Minister of Labour and Employment, Chris Ngige. According to local news reports, the Labour leaders had arrived for the meeting but staged a walkout after waiting for 90 minutes without an audience with the minister. The visibly angry unionists chanted solidarity songs, shunning pleas by some ministry officials to return to the meeting. According to them, contrary to the claim by Governor Kayode Fayemi that the governors had a fruitful meeting with JUSN, no meeting held. Former Minister of Education Obi Ezekwesili has advised the President Muhammadu Buhari and security operatives in Nigeria to monitor the situation in Chad Republic following the death of the country's president Idris Deby. According to Ezekwesili, it is essential that authorities monitor the situation in Chad, stressing that the country is one of the weakest links of vulnerability to Nigeria's security. Deby died on the battlefield where he was fighting against rebels who had launched a major incursion into the northern part of his country on election day. He was yesterday declared the winner of the presidential election, handing him a 6th term in power. The federal government says the reported decision of the United Kingdom to grant asylum to persecuted members of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, is disrespectful to Nigeria as a nation. According to the Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, the decision amounted to sabotaging the fight against terrorism and generally undermining Nigeria's security, saying that it was not only unconscionable but inexplicable. We recall the UK Visas and Immigration had released new guidelines to its decision-making process on how to consider and grant asylum applications by members of the Biafran secessionist groups. An early morning fire outbreak has destroyed a section of the state headquarters of the Independent National Electoral Commission Office, INEC, in Kano. According to Public Relations Officer of the Kano State Fire Service, Saminu Abdullahi, the fire, which reportedly started at 10:30 a.m., affected the data processing center of the INEC office as well as a section of the administrative department of the commission. He said it was the quick intervention of the State Fire Service and the Federal Fire Service, as well as the Airport Fire Service, that stopped the fire from spreading to other parts of the country. According to reports, no life was lost. The Senate at a plenary had a heated debate on a bill for an act to provide for the National Livestock Bureau to ensure protection, control and management of livestock, traceability registration and cattle rustling in the country. The bill, which scaled through a second reading, is sponsored by Senator Bima Mohammed of Niger South and seeks to ensure livestock health and disease management through disease surveillance, prevention and quick response to disease outbreaks. Opposing the bill was Senator Ajibola Bashiru, who, while relying on the provisions of the 1999 Constitution as amended, said no aspect of the exclusive and concurrent covenant of the Constitution gives the National Assembly the powers to legislate on livestock. He said such matters, according to the Constitution, should be handled by the State Houses of Assembly. The Department of Petroleum Resources, DPR, yesterday rallied major stakeholders, including the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, NERC, the Nigerian Bulk Electricity Trading Limited, NBET, and power generation companies, GENCOs, over its plans to enhance the current gas-to-power shortage. According to the DPR, there was a need to take advantage of the Nigeria Gas Network Transportation Code launched last year, stressing that it is ready to work with stakeholders on the removal of all bottlenecks on the use of the code. The federal government had last week apologized for worsening power supply, blaming it on lack of gas supply. The Senate has confirmed Mohammed Usman as the Commissioner for the National Population Commission (NPC). According to local news reports, Usman's confirmation followed consideration and adoption of a report of the Senate Committee on National Identity and National Population. Usman was the registrar of Federal University of Technology, Minna, between 2007 and 2012 and is a member of the African Council on Communication Education. The Senate has called on the federal government to introduce liberal policies such as the provision of industrial and larger tax incentives to encourage local investments in cement production in Nigeria. The upper chamber said doing so, besides attracting local investors, would boost the production of cement as well as reduce its price in the market. The Senate, in its resolution, called on the federal government of Nigeria to provide more industrial incentives and industrial protections, such as offering concessionary loans and larger tax incentives for new entrants in order to boost the production of cement, reduce price, and encourage more valuable producers in Nigeria. The governor of Rivers State, Wike, says the Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Pantami'S, should resign from office, irrespective of his recent change of heart on his previous support for extremist groups. According to the governor, in an ideal society, an allegation that the U.S. has placed a serving minister on its watch list as regards terrorism should jolt any government into action. The governor also described as worrisome the decision of the federal government to remain mute amidst the raging controversy about the minister's sympathy for global terrorist groups. 9 inmates alleged to have broken jail have been arrested while fleeing to Ghana by the Ghanaian police force at Adafo. According to local news reports, they got a tip-off that led them to the location where the arrest was made. Officials claim that the tip-off revealed that suspects believed to be fugitive jailbreakers from Nigeria entered the country via ferry across River Volta into Adafo, where they intended to continue their journey to Accra via commercial bus. We recall that about 1,844 inmates were freed by gunmen who attacked the Nigerian Correctional Service, Owerri, Imo State, on the 5th of April. Operatives of the Katsina State Police Command have repelled attacks by bandits in Shekewa village, which is an exit route to Dumburum Forest in Batsari local government area of the state. Although it was learnt that no casualty was recorded during the fierce attack, which took place around 6 a.m., the police were able to recover about 29 rustled sheep, 24 goats, 7 motorcycles, and a magazine of 30 rounds of 7.62 mm ammunition of AK-47 rifle. Avian influenza, also known as bird flu, known to attack birds and livestock, has been confirmed in Katsina State. According to the Special Advisor on Livestock and Grazing Reserves, Lawal Bagiwal, the viral infection was discovered at an animal farm in Malumfashi local government area of the state. He said efforts were being taken to curtail its spread, advising people, especially poultry farmers, to take necessary precautions to ensure the safety of their birds. Movement of vehicles and passengers along the Enugu-Abakaliki Expressway was halted following heavy shooting at the Ezilo axis of the highway by suspected gunmen. Although it's not immediately clear those responsible for the indiscriminate shooting, reports indicate that the renewed boundary dispute between Ezilo community and its neighboring Iyonu community resulted in the loss of 2 lives in Ohaku local government area of Ebonyi State. A former deputy governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, Kingsley Moghalu, has asked young people in Nigeria to actively participate in politics and help reshape the future of the country. According to him, all the indices indicated that the future was looking bleak, with unemployment rates at 33% and 40 million young Nigerians still unemployed or underemployed. He further stated that while peaceful protests remain an essential right in a democracy, it cannot replace the importance of voting in elections as a way to create lasting change by electing more competent leaders. The President of the Senate, Ahmed Lawan, says the current stability in governance in Nigeria is a result of the harmonious relationship amongst the arms of government. According to Lawan, the 9th National Assembly decided from its inauguration that what the people need is service, which can only be delivered when there is harmony in governance. The Senate President said the government needed the support of its people to succeed in its efforts to tackle the security challenges facing the nation. That wraps up our lineup for you today. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss our next update. Stay safe and do have a lovely day.